What is going on, everybody? My name is Mitch Tavian, and this is the second of my Java tutorials. In this tutorial we're going to carry on from the last one and just show you some more stuff with what do you call this? The list class that we built with no actual variable. So we're going to do some more examples. I'm going to start off with creating a new list, but it's going to be an integer type, and we're going to call it integer list. New list, integer, it's going to be, sure, let's make it 10. I'm going to add some integers to it, so I don't know. Just going to add some random integers here. Oops. Just to show you that you can pass any data type into this list class, and it will work just fine. Just pressing keys at random here. Let's go one more. Sure. I want the biggest one on the end. Let's just do that. Sure. Okay, so now we have another list. So let's take a look at the list. So the numbers in the list are integer list toString. Call our toString method that we defined over here, which is going to print out everything inside the list. So we'll compile and run, and there we go. You can see the numbers in the list are here. Cool. So let's do kind of a more practical application here, and we'll find the maximum. So find the maximum integer in the list. So what do I do? Max number is, we need to create a method. We'll call it define max, and we'll pass it the integer list. So we need to make this method. So go down here, method for max. So public static, it's going to be integer type, and call it find max, and we're going to pass it a list of integer type. We'll just call it list here. Cool. Oh, max, I need to return max. Int max is going to equal the first value in the list. So list.get I'll call it get object. Sure. And so now we're going to make this method too. So that's the first problem we run into. We don't have a method that will return, or we don't have a command that's going to return objects from the list. So we need to go over to our list class and create that. So we'll go public, it's going to be any data type, and we'll call it get object, and it's going to return, oh, actually we're going to have to pass it something. So integer I, and it'll say return that. So it'll return whatever the ith position of the data stored is. Did I call it get object? Oh, you need to pass it. So that's going to be the first position. So then to find the max, we want to iterate through every integer inside the list. So we'll do a for loop, because those are the easiest, I think. So I is going to be less than list dot get the size. So we're going to need to create this method too, because we have no way, nothing we can call on in the list class that's going to return the size of the list. So we need to create this too. So we'll go back into our list class. We go public. What are we getting? It's going to be an integer type. Let's get size. and we don't need to pass it anything, and we're just going to return size, because size is defined up here, which is predefined when we create our list, which is right here. So this is gonna be 10. This is gonna return 10. So now that that's done, we need to create a temporary variable. So integer temp is going to equal list dot get object, and it will refer to the position in the loop. And then we can say if temp is greater than max, max will become temp. And that should be good to go. Let's run. Yeah. So I'm going to run this. I'm going to show you. You'll get a null pointer exception. Yeah. So you're going to get a null pointer exception here because we have a list that's 10. It has 10 spots in it, but I've only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 9, and 10. Well, 8 and 9 actually, because it counts 0. 8 and 9 don't have a value assigned to them. So when the loop gets to 8 and 9, it's getting null. So we just need to enclose this in a try catch. So try. I'll put it here and catch. Oops. Null pointer exception E. And I don't want to do anything. You could do like I'll show you actually. I'll print line. Just print out what the exception says. So run it, and then it'll say, okay, you got a null pointer exception, but I don't really care. We'll just do this, and then it's all good. So you can see here that here's our list of numbers, and it's spitting out the max number at 89, which is correct. I'll change the max number. Let's make this 99 just to run it, make sure it works. Check that, and max number is 99. So there you go. Just another application of data type of what do you call it? Neutral data type? No. And of using lists that can store any data type, and just how to return the maximum of that list. So as always, thanks for watching. If you like the video, subscribe.